that's happened to you between now and then?
I've been in like 9 or 10 different countries since then, so that's a lot more globe traveling and learning about the world, not
is
just
that a
hearing
work
about the world.
thing, or is that
It's all work related.
Yeah, cool.
What's your favorite country that you visited? You know what? Let's ask a better question. Which country do you hate? Nah, answer the first one first.
I think it's still Dubai. That's a city. That's not a country. But yeah I think
The United
Dubai
Arab Emirates.
is, they know what service is about. They know what looking after people is about. They know what luxury is about. And it's not just trying to do a transactional thing. It's about looking after each other, giving someone an experience. And that is something that's lacking here and a lot of the Western world, I find.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you get it a little bit more depending where you walk into, like from a luxury brand point of view. For example, like I went to Mont Blanc today and bought a pen.
You did?
Yeah, for it was a birthday present.
Oh, nice.
And you look at that, if I went into there and bought the pen, the service that they give you, the whole experience, their knowledge behind the product, what it means, what it does, all that sort of stuff, and then I go into Officeworks and get a BIC. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not going to get that same level of service and expectation. In the same token, you're spending 1,000 more % on a pen.
Yeah.
But still, I dare say that even in a less brand eccentric shop, you'll still get a similar level of service when you're in Dubai as well, because they have that whole ethos of giving that experience and having that to their customer as well.
Have you been?
I've been in 06, so a long time ago when they were still building a lot of the stuff. It's the way I described Dubai to people back then was, imagine if you had an unlimited amount of money and what you would do with it. And it just, there's no end to it. Like, you're talking, they've built islands in the shape of the world. They've built islands in the shape of a palm tree. They've got in the desert a ski center. You know, they've got all these hectic things that you just wouldn't expect anywhere else in the world, or even there, for example. The tallest building, just
apparently they I don't know, this, I could be wrong, but I heard someone saying that they had oil, right, and that's how they got rich, but they knew they were going to run out. So they had to transform it into something else, and they turned it into a tourist thing. Yeah. They're like, we need a way to keep money flowing through this place. Very smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, let's put all this money into this, and now it's like this really cool place to go hang out, and people want to live there, and no taxes, and...
Well, it's an oasis. It feels too good to be true. Yeah. And it is. It's superficial. Don't get me wrong. It's not like you go there and everyone's really authentic. There's still like that superficial business transactions. Like, I'm going to do this so that we talk. But people will drop $50,000 a night just on a few drinks just to show that they can. Yeah. So it's still that superficial environment. But when you go to a local restaurant or cafe, you get the great service that you don't get here if you walk to the corner shop. So I think that is something that's lacking in our world at the moment.
So Australia, you've had that experience. Do you look at doing that in your own businesses? Because you got quite a few across the board. You still got a few. You haven't sold them or bought more. Where's where you're sitting now? There,
sold 2 of them, but yeah, got most of them still.
So do you try and get some inspiration from that? What you've seen overseas to go, well, cool. If it's not there, let's bring it here.
Yeah, definitely.
Or, sorry, if it's not here, let's bring it here.
Yeah, definitely.
There's also got to be a market for it, right?
There's a market everywhere.
Do you recken that's not applicable though?
Yeah.
Imagine anywhere. Like, if you go into somewhere and you make your client or your customer feel in a way that they're valued and appreciated. And I'm not talking sucking up to them in that regard. I'm just saying, no, like a genuine, proper service, no matter what it might be, that little bit extra.
So, okay, let's do this. Give us an example of something that happens when you're at a restaurant there that doesn't happen here.
A refresher towel. Or a towel to start your meal. You wash your hands.
It's also not 900 degrees a day here.
Yeah, but at the end of the meal, you get like at KFC, you get a refresher towel to wipe down. So if you're having all of this food and you want to be clean afterwards, but you don't want to walk to the bathroom, you sit there, they open the packet for you, they hand it to you, you take it out and you clean
There's definitely
yourself.
a level of service, I think. And that's what I've noticed at higher end restaurants as well. When you go to a nicer restaurant and you get that level of service from your waitresses or waiters that come and serve you. They know the menu inside out. They're like, hey, I recommend this with that because the taste of the two will just be so fresh in your mouth and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, there's probably it shows that level of care to their product, doesn't it? You know, when I see a waiter, I went to a restaurant last weekend with some friends and it was a nicer one. And again, the waiter was like, what do you, like we were saying, what do you recommend? He goes, okay, do this, do this. He goes, if you really like this type of food, get that. If you don't like that, don't worry about it. We'll mix it with this. He knew the menu. He had that
intimate knowledge.
That intimate knowledge, but also you kind of felt like you had a bit of passion about it too. So imagine you can have that with your employees as a business owner and have them connect with your clients that much on that level.
Definitely.
Like, I would go back.
Yeah, and like what Robbie was saying, he asked, would there be the market for it here? Now, there's a health club in Collingwood. I keep forgetting the name, but it's on Wellington Parade. And the reason it's popped out to me was it was like almost the whole length of a block there. And that was probably like 500-600 meters, but it was just branded. But all the windows were frosted. And I'm like, what the hell is this? So I'm thinking, is it a spa like Crown Spa? Can I take the missus there and like, let's have some treatments? No, it's an exclusive health club where memberships range from $500 to $1,000 a month, and you've got only 250 clients in there. So there's a giant wait list of like 5,000 people sitting there.
Yeah, right.
Because they want to get into that health club. They don't know what's in the health club. Obviously, there's pictures and stuff, but they don't know what's in there. They don't know who they might meet. But the person who's spending $1,000 a month,
on a health club,
to go sit in a steam room, that's the person you want to be in the room.
Yeah.
So you don't have to always see where the bigger market is, but there's always a market. There's always a niche. There's always someone that's willing to pay that money to get in there. It's like the Ferrari clubs, the Porsche clubs.
Yeah.
It's like the Rolex clubs.
Amex stuff.
It's all that. It's
Centurion.
exclusivity. That's what people are paying for.
And then you go all down the other spectrum as well. When you make something so competitively priced and cheap that it's like a no-brainer for you to buy it. You know, I don't know if we spoke about this on another podcast, but recently I've joined up at a gym, it's Derrimut gym.
Yep.
Right, I've already got one gym membership which I pay annually for. This one was so cheap. It's a brand new gym, big. It's got everything you need in it, all that sort of stuff. And I think it was about $180 or something for the year.
Is it open yet?
I think it opens early November.
Yeah.
No, it does.
They did a sick launch, yeah?
Yeah. Really,
They ran
really
ads, $180 for a year. Everyone I know signed up.
Yeah,
Including me. I know people who signed up for
Yeah.
it as well. And they're like, this is so cheap. Like, even if I don't go,
It's what is it?
It's
worth
fine.
it. Yeah.
What a way to fund your gym.
Yes, it is. And the guy has just, what are the two biggest objections when going to the gym? It's money is probably the first thing. Like people don't want to spend, $1,000 a month or whatever it might be, and time. So he got rid of those two objections by going, well, I'm going to be cheaper than every other gym. I'm going to have the best equipment and I'm going to make it 24 hours. And I'm going to have all these other services inside the gym that others don't. So he's now gone and he's probably fully aware that most of the people that are going to sign up are never going to step foot in, or they'll step in there for the first 2 weeks and it's, whatever, I only paid $200. I'm not going to go for the rest of the year.
yeah, while they're motivated.
That's right. And then you'll get the people that are genuinely interested in their health and their fitness that'll always go there. And look, I've heard that some of the gym locations that they've got, there's a line to get in. Like, what the fuck? If I saw a line to get into the gym, I would turn away and never go back.
I was driving past one close to your old suburb, and it is packed. The
My
car
old
park,
suburb?
yeah, Roxy,
Roxy?
yeah, Roxy.
Shout out to Roxy
Yeah.
Park.
And the car park is just packed.
Tamberfield?
Coolaroo.
Oh, did they have one in Coolaroo?
Yeah, it's on Pascoe Road.
Oh, yeah.
But it's packed. You go at 7 o'clock at night. It's like a club.
Yeah,
you can't
that's
get
right.
in.
And that's what I was looking at. Oh, I heard the same about the Oakley Club as well. And look, here it's my fear to go there. Not my fear, but I'd hate it if I get to that gym and it's just, I've got to line up or there's 300 people for the one machine. But it's big. So depending on the time of the day that you actually go will determine, I think, how busy it's going to be.
I think if you're in that 5 a.m. club and you go into Derrimut, you're safe.
Yeah, I think that's the same with
Some
most
gyms are
gyms.
packed at 5, man.
Look,
I don't think
the gym I
Derrimut
go
is packed at 5 a.m. I think it's more that.
It might not be. No, it depends. I mean, the gym I go to, which is a Good Life, it's busy at 6. Like there's enough people in there that, you could wait.
If it became any more, you'd be like, I'm not coming here.
Yeah, it is a little bit like that. And it's Monday's always the busiest, chest day. Like everyone,
International chest day.
Everyone knows it. Yeah. See, like everyone's doing chest on Mondays. So it's always tends to be a little bit busier. And then by Friday at 6 a.m, there's no one there. Like it's a lot quieter on that day. I imagine the hype will be in the first few weeks, but it's a smart location. Like in the Port Melbourne area where they're putting it, there's heaps of apartments going up. There's a whole bunch of townhouses going up. There is so much urban sprawl in that space that this gym's going to be really busy for the years to come. But got me thinking about even our products and services, and when does it get to a point where it's a no-brainer? Because we were talking about this a little while ago with some of the products that we offer at the training, and it's like, well, do you make it so cheap, or even your marketing, you were saying, do you make it so cheap that everyone would sign up to it, and then you have 100,000 people paying you $200? Or do you make it a $3,000 product and have 15 people? You know, which one stacks up? Obviously, the first one, but again, you've got to be able to service that too. You don't want to drop the quality. You still want to have the results. You still want to get all that stuff. But
yeah, do you make it so cheap that it's like a Netflix or a Spotify update, so that's only $10 or $12 a month?
That's right.
And you don't really care if it keeps coming out of your account. So you forget that it's almost coming out because it's so small.
Netflix is like $30 a month now.
It's a
Fucking joke.
surely not.
I swear.
Do you know what shit me up the wall the other day? I was watching Amazon. I was watching some show on Amazon, and then halfway through the fucking show, ads pops up.
Yeah.
And I'm watching a commercial.
Dude, Amazon's the cheapest. They have every right. Like they're $9.
No. Go fuck yourself.
Why?
No. I don't want to see ads. Give me an option not to pay for ads.
They do now.
reckon there's more.
You've got to
Do they?
upgrade now to get $13 a month instead of $9 a
I'm
month.
going to do that right now. I'm going to leave this podcast.
But
anyway,
the fact that Prime is such a good service, next day delivery for paying $10,
So
no delivery
Prime
fee.
is the best subscription service on the market, without a doubt, in the world. You get dude, you get music, you get videos, like
Books.
Yeah,
Audible.
Audibles. You
You gotta pay
Audible's
for that.
extra.
Yeah.
Oh, but you can get one credit every
get-
month.
I think you can-
You never.
That's
Yeah, that's
$17.
right. That's right.
You get Prime service, like the next day delivery. All that's like, you know, it's unbelievable, man. For what, $10 a month, $120 a year, or if you pay for it annually, I think it's $99 for the year.
Well, now
here's
with
the-
ads, you've got to pay the extra $3.
But we're
Tough.
But you look at, say, Foxtel then, for example. Foxtel was like, fuck those guys.
Yeah,
$120 or some shit for their pack. Like, who has Foxtel these
they
days?
had. I don't.
They had to.
I know people that might watch this that have Foxtel.
My old man's got it, and I piggyback off his account and do it on my phone and stream it onto the TV. But you know what? Never use it. Never use it. There's not that much. Like back in the day, you're like, this is great because
it was a whole
you
thing.
only had 7, 10, and 9 and ABC to watch on TV.
You wanted sports.
Now you've got
to get
heaps
those.
of free. Yeah, now you want sports, you can get that wherever you want.
You get KO.
That's pretty much the main.
Stan.
Well, that's right. You've got all these other services now, and even like a Netflix. Even if you had Netflix, Disney, Prime, whatever the other ones are, you're still cheaper than Foxtel. So I'm surprised that they are even in existence still.
But
in that
Foxtel
sense.
partnered with Netflix a few years ago,
see.
and then they
Yeah, I've
made
seen
that on
that too.
demand.
They've
So
made it
they're
on
using
there
the
too.
same category. So I don't know if part of the profits or the revenue is going to Foxtel or vice versa. So they're using the same.
Netflix and Foxtel.
So
Who?
Netflix and
Oh,
Foxtel.
really?
Yeah, they
That's
partnered
the
a
thing,
few
like,
years
I'm
ago.
curious to see what Foxtel's worth. I'd be surprised if it's still, over $100 because who in their right mind would pay that?
I think it is.
Yeah, but that's ridiculous. Like, why? There is no benefit to you doing that. They don't offer anything special. And
channels
it's like
like Fox
back in the
8.
day when I remember in primary school when cable TV came out, the big thing was no ads. It's like they just creep in. They
But
creep
Fox-
in.
yeah,
from time to
Foxtel
time.
has
They've got
ads.
Absolutely, they do. Absolutely. So now you're paying for ads, and that shits me. Like, fuck off. Don't want to see it.
But that's the game.
It is the game
That's
at the end of the day.
all
Like, that's the
media,
whole purpose of
media
them
makes
doing
money
it.
through ads.
That's right. The whole purpose of them doing it for 10 years, 20 years without ads is so now we have 43,000 people a day signing up. So, hey, watch some ads.
Yeah,
Or
but-
don't. We don't care.
But
We've got
that's-
so many people that will still pay for it.
But also they're getting paid by the advertisers for their database now.
Yeah.
So we have 2 million people subscribe. So you're having the opportunity to advertise for 2 million people.
Yeah, it's eyeballs. That's how the media machine works. You know,
Says the
like
media guru.
right now. So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click just over here. Or if you want to watch the full episode, you can click over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.